All right, guys. So after 3 weeks on the road with High Limit, we have finally made it back home to home base, and we're back in the regular studio, which is not much of a studio. It's just a room with my computer in it, and that's about it. But we're here to talk about some interesting stuff today, looking at the earnings from the top 10 drivers from June 12th of 2023 and before, and then June 12th of 2024 and before as well. So basically, we're looking from February to June 12th of 2023 and February to June 12th of 2024, comparing and contrasting the differences in the top 10 money earners and what they've done this year, and looking if they made money, if they lost money, all that type of stuff as well. And I want to send a quick shout out to sprintcarratings.com. I would not have been able to do this video without Bill Vansalo over there. He does a lot of great work on that website. If you're looking for stuff like this, go to his website and you'll find it all there. You will not find what I've got here on this side of the board because you cannot find that on the website. He had to go in and do a little bit of stuff in his database to figure this out, which I appreciate very much, Bill. Thank you. And also, I am very close to 2,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. I think we're about 60 or 40 away. So if you have not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it. It is free, and I appreciate it. Everybody else has already subscribed before, and it would be awesome to get to 2,000 subscribers here during this 2-week hiatus from High Limit. We're going to be putting out more content. They've got big races coming up for the Outlaws at Knoxville this weekend and the Houston High Bank Nationals. So a lot of content will be coming out here on the channel during those races. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's take a look at the earnings from February to June 12th of 2023 real quick. And so the first guy on the board, he was the top earner at this point in time last year, and that is David Gravel. So Gravel, $141,950 was what he had earned from February to June 12th of 2023. Rico Abreu, he was second on the board at $139,550. Carson Macedo was third at $132,350. Brad Sweet, $127,725. Kyle Larson rounded out the top five at $118,419 earned between February and June 12th of 2023. And then behind them, Anthony Macri at $116,623. Gio Scelzi is the final guy on this list that was in the 6-digit mark at over $100,000. He had $109,050 at this time last year. Behind him was James McFadden at $98,750. Tyler Courtney at $88,125. And Brent Marks at $85,300. So in the top 10 at this point in time last year, Outlaw, Invader, Outlaw, Outlaw, Invader, Invader, Outlaw, Outlaw, All-Stars, Invader. So most of it was Outlaws, and then you had a couple of guys from the PA Posse, or, I guess Marks and Macri, they're definitely Posse at this point in time last year, but they did travel a lot to big races. So mostly Outlaw guys, though, on that list compared to this year, you'll see is a little bit different. Also, I thought it'd be interesting to look at the 25th place guy in earnings from last year, and that was Aaron Reitzel at $42,028. So you'll see the 25th place guy in earnings also has gotten a boost up from last year to this year as well. And the total payout between every 410 race in the country last year up until this time was $4,849,874. So that sounds like a lot of money, but you'll see compared to this year, it has definitely had a big step up in 2024, which is crazy to think that there's that much more money in the sport this year. And so, $4 million, almost $5 million there last year. Now let's look at this side of the board, and you'll see that the names have been swapped around. There's a couple of names that were not on the left side that are on the right side, and a couple of guys getting, shuffled around a little bit. So the first guy on the list this year, right now, highest earner so far in 410 sprint car racing, is Brad Sweet, $217,500. So P1 last year was Gravel 141. That jumps up over $70,000 right there to $217,500 for Sweet. It is a plus $89,775 difference for Sweet compared to what he was at last year. Tyler Courtney, the biggest difference in money earned of anybody in the entire country from last year to this year is Tyler Courtney. $190,650. That is a difference of $102,525 compared to where he was at last year. Crazy stuff from him. David Gravel went from P1 to P3, $177,800. he still is up plus 35,850 compared to where he was at last year. Fourth on the board, and he was not on the board on this side. He has gained a lot more money this year. Sheldon Haudenschild, $151,125 for a plus $82,827 difference between last year and this year for Sheldon Haudenschild. Fifth on the board, Rico went from P2 to P5, $149,180 for him, plus $9,630. So not a huge difference for Rico, but it is still worthy of putting on the board, and he's up from where he was at this time last year. Sixth on the board was Danny Dietrich. He was not on this side earlier on. He's at $151,914 for a plus $78,914 difference from 2023. Now, Dietrich, I did have to rewrite his number in here. I'm not sure if you could tell that, because last night he did get a win at Ohio Sprint Speed Week for $5,000. And so I did not want to have to rewrite this whole thing, but Dietrich should be in fourth now. He passed Rico and Sheldon with that win last night and got him over 150 grand for the year. And so Dietrich is now into the top 5 in earnings this season so far. Brent Marks, seventh. He is at $142,150 for $56,850 difference compared to where he was at over here in 2023. Eighth on the board, Anthony Macri at $138,200. He's plus $21,577 from last year. Carson Macedo with the biggest drop and the least amount of difference between money earned. He's at $136,650. He's at plus 4,300 on the year. So not a huge difference for Carson Macedo, but still it is a difference. It is an increase for him. And then on 10th on the board, Corey Day. He was not over here, but he's on this side now. $127,900. He is at plus $88,450 more than where he was at in 2023. Corey Day at this time last year only ran 12 races, and he's up to, I don't know, almost 30 this year, probably 26, 27 races this year for Corey Day. And so a big difference for him. And then somehow, some way, I did not expect this to happen, but Aaron Reutzel, for 2 years in a row at this point in time, is the 25th guy in earnings. I thought for sure it'd be somebody else, but it's Aaron Reutzel again at $53,025, a total of a difference of $10,997. So even the 25th place guy in earnings has gone up a little bit here, and he's not a touring guy, obviously. So now when we compare this side to this side, we got high limit, outlaw, high limit, PA Posse, high limit, PA Posse, outlaw, high limit. So we went from a lot of outlaws on this side to a lot of high limit guys on this side. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I thought that was quite interesting as well. And then this big number at the bottom, the total payout this year in 410 Sprint Car Racing compared to last year, $5,943,758. And that number is without the last night's race at Ohio Sprint Speed Week and without the King of the West race out on the West Coast. So that could have been, that's well over, that might be almost $6 million right there compared to where we were at last year, which is $1.2 million more has been paid out already. So crazy numbers from this board. Also on this side, you'll see that only 7 drivers at this point in time had over $100,000 in earnings. Down here, we couldn't even fit them all on the board. There's 14 drivers that have gotten over $100,000 in earnings in 2024 so far, doubling the number from last year. So if people are saying that sprint car racing is not at the best it's ever been right now, for the fans, the drivers, the teams, everything, the entire sport, in my opinion, is better than what has ever been before, especially for these drivers that are at the top of the sport. They are making more money than they ever have before. And I thought this would be a really interesting video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much to SprintCarRatings.com for getting me this information. And also want to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're very close to 2,000 subscribers. Hit the like button, comment down below. What do you guys think about this information right here? Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you again here very soon on the channel. We're going to talk a little bit about Knoxville this weekend between the Outlaws, High Limit guys, and the Knoxville regulars. It is going to be a showdown over there. They're thinking over 65 cars are going to be showing up. So we'll be talking about that here on the channel very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you again here soon.